Can you go again?
This is the corpus callosum. This is the anterior commissure. See this round ball right there? Sort of at the end of corpus callosum, there's a round area.
Kind of.
Yeah, that's the anterior commissure. You see how this is? You see how? Really? Wait a minute. Okay, so on this side, when I go like this, it doesn't open up, but on this side it does. So where it doesn't open up is the septum pellucidum.
Oh. Okay.
Where it does open up, we're looking into the lateral ventricle.
Oh, that's okay.
This thing that's sort of sliced twice is the thalamus. And so this space above it is the third ventricle.
Oh, okay.
So this is the anterior choroid plexus.
Oh, wow.
And if I'm going to open this just a little bit wider. I'm separating the corpus callosum from the fornix so that we can peer inside the lateral ventricle.
Oh, wow.
And if we look inside the lateral ventricle, we should be able to find, there we go, a membrane that's not part of the brain. See, nothing tore, but watch the choroid plexus.
It's connected.
This is the anterior choroid plexus that's going up through the foramen of Monroe, the interventricular foramen right there, see?
Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
So it's going through the interventricular foramen into the lateral ventricle.
Oh, wow.
That's why I say it's not attached there, it's just floating around.
Yeah.
But it's actually is the roof of the third ventricle here. And right behind it, of course, it's going to be on both sides because it's the whole roof. So here it is on this side,
Yeah.
a little bit of it. And behind that, behind the thalamus, here, okay, so I'm just get oriented. So this is the inferior colliculus, left and right.
Okay.
Right, this little guy. This is the superior colliculus. So keep an eye on that. The superior colliculus has been, both of them are on that side. But if we look just above it, right here, this is the pineal.
Oh. Okay.
It's a single midline structure. That's the posterior portion of the roof of the third ventricle.
Isn't this the thalamus?
This whole big thing here,
Okay.
and over there too,
And the ventricle, the third ventricle is
around it.
around it.
Or, yeah, it's the wall of the third ventricle. So you didn't, other than that thalamic adhesion, the two sides would be disconnected, but because of where you cut it, you're not seeing that.
Got it.
Which is fine, that's not a complaint, it's just, you never know exactly where you're going to cut it. You can see the arbor vitae here, nicely.
Yeah.
You can see, if you stretch a little bit this way, gently, of course, you can see pretty clearly, let me see. Here we go. I need one more finger. Could you just hold the tail down, just not ripping it off, just gently. See this rod right here, this stalk? That's the superior cerebellar peduncle.
Oh.
Then on the side here, this is the middle cerebellar peduncle that forms the transverse fibers of the pons. You can't see the other fibers because you'd have to cut through the pons. And then back here, if we pull the cerebellum up a little bit, we should be able to see, first of all, this would have been the median aperture. The lateral aperture, you can't tell them apart because the membrane has been broken in order to see things, but you should be able to see, there we go, See this little rod right here, this stalk? That's the inferior cerebellar peduncle.
Okay.
Those are the 3 legs of the table. This is, of course, mostly arachnoid that we're seeing. The pia mater is just the, see how it's shiny? That's the pia mater.
Oh, okay.
This is, of course, the spinal cord. You can see
Yeah.
the central canal. You can kind of see the,
Oh, yeah,
the butterfly.
Right. Oh, cool.
Okay?